welcome into this week's episode of Play by Play. I am your host, Andy Horton, alongside my co-host, Jared Bergstrom. Well, we missed a week, but we're back. I think the Reds are back after what I've been saying for a couple weeks. Feels like the worst stretch of the season. Let's hope to God that that is correct, or if not, it's going to be a long summer. So we will talk about what's going on in Major League Baseball. Then, well, half the NBA is kind of done. Half, at least the Eastern Conference, is completely decided. And we are, tomorrow is Game 6 for the Spurs and the Thunder. So we'll talk about kind of how that series has gone so far. I guess talk about at least Game 1 in that Knicks-Cavs series. And then maybe talk a little bit about Kenny Atkinson, because according to him, they won 2 of those games. At least
Moral
analytically.
victories don't count.
Yeah.
A sweep is a sweep, Kenny.
Well, he was all about those analytic victories. So they won 2 of them. I don't know what that gets them, but we'll talk about that.
Earlier trip to Cancun.
And then if we still have time, we are gonna, the last week, I think it was, maybe it was the week before, the NFL schedule came out. And we kind of skipped a lot of draft stuff. So we'll kind of get into off seasons in total and maybe do some win-loss predictions for a couple of the divisions. So.
All right. I think, so are we starting with the Reds first, or do you want to start with the NBA?
Let's do Reds.
All right. That way I can try to contain your time a little bit on the Reds.
Well, so it has been, let's see, the last time we talked on the show about the Reds.
The 13th of May.
Which was not a good time.
No, that was ending the 8-game losing streak, taking the first 2 against Houston, or the last 2 against Houston, and then kind of went back into that, we started the Ohio Cup.
Lost 2 games to Washington there at the end, and that was annoying just because, sure, they're hitting the ball all over the place right now, but they're just not a great team, and got to find a way to capitalize in games like that one. Losing that game that Wednesday was frustrating. That one was real rough. But since Game 2 of the season, the Reds still yet to drop below 500. So that's very good, even though for a minute I wasn't sure if it was going to happen. And then you said we got to the Ohio Cup and won the first one there. I thought that we were going to kind of dominate that series, not because Cleveland isn't good, but I just felt like we were coming out of things and we'd be a little bit better. And then Brady Singer got hit again, took one off the ankle. I believe that's the right game. It seems like he's okay, but it wasn't a good start for him. He fell to 2-4 on the season. And then we started off with a loss against the Phillies, but we picked up games 2 and 3 there. Mm-hmm. And that kind of has us feeling pretty good after, you take 2 out of 3. It's the first series loss for the Phillies since they fired their manager. So that was nice. I was really frustrated about the fact that they postponed the game on Sunday. I wanted to have a chance to win that series against St. Louis, but I guess we'll just play that game in August. Lost the first one, and it felt like we should have won that one. The offense just never really got it going. Paddock, he's looked okay his first couple starts for the Reds. Not been a world beater, but also just by watching him, you're kind of like that. It doesn't seem like that ERA should be nearly as high as what it is. I think that he's pitched pretty well so far. And then, the first 2 games of the Mets series, Lodolo finally looking good. His first time he's looked good this season. Against is it Nolan? Is that his first name, McLean?
I believe.
He's had a rough start to the season. Really struggled keeping the ball in the strike zone. I mean, I guess the ERA is not that bad, 4.5. It's just when he's been getting got, it's been bad. And like, he's had a handful of short starts here recently, and so that doesn't help. And then last night against Peterson, he threw 30 pitches in the first inning. And then the Reds kind of helped him out there in the second. Blake Dunn hit into a double play with the bases loaded. And that really changed things. I'll say a little bit. I don't want to overreact and say it changed things a lot. Because I think he was still out by the fourth, maybe the fifth inning. And it never felt like the Mets had a chance last night. I like the fact that the offense really seems like it's picked up.
The last two series.
Past 2-ish weeks. I mean, you go back to the end of the Cubs series. You forget about that last game. Or excuse me, you forget about the Cubs series, and then the first game against Houston, you look and the Reds have scored 3 runs, 5 runs, 4 runs, 7 runs, 15, 7, 4, 3, 4, 4, 9, 1, 7, 7, 7. I mean, there's literally one game in the last 2 weeks that the Reds have scored since May 9th. There's been one game that the Reds have scored 1 run or fewer, and all those other games it's been at least 3 runs. So the offense really picked up a little bit, and you could kind of see that coming from like a game last night when, at the end of the day, you look at the starting lineup, and the top 7 guys in the starting lineup were all hitting 245 or better. And that guy who's hitting 245, the lowest, is Gino, and he's not supposed to hit for average.
You're right.
So it's nice that the offense has finally come along, and now maybe the Reds can start to get back on track, or maybe not even get back on track, get on a better track if the offense can stay alive and the pitching seems like it's coming back. Abbott, his last 3 starts have been really, really good. Burns last night, I mean, he's 7-1 with a sub-2 ERA on the season. So when that guy pitches, you're winning the game. And now if Lodolo is maybe finally Nick Lodolo, then you got, 3 really good top-end guys that you kind of almost expect to win when they're out there, when you look at Abbott and Burns. And if Lodolo really is back to the guy that he's supposed to be, then it just puts you in a lot better spot than where we've kind of been over the last couple of weeks. And then that saves the bullpen even more, which just had a rough May. So I'm excited about how things have been going, especially considering the 8-game losing streak and how bad that felt at moments.
Yeah, it did not look good. I mean, the Reds had fallen to last place in the division. Now they're back up to 3rd. Well, tied for 2nd. Everybody's at 29 wins now. But they can get it done. Here, Milwaukee, I think the last time we really were on the show and talked about it, I think that Milwaukee was towards the bottom, and then they've worked their way up, going 7-3 in their last 10.
Yep, it took a while, but the Brewers are brewing, and Jacob Mizorowski has been insane this season. And then somehow, man, they know the right reclamation projects to take on. Kyle Harrison, the pitcher who was traded from, pretty sure he was like the number 1 guy in the Rafael Devers deal. He was awful in Boston, and he was bad like the last year or so in if I can get the right.
San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco. And now, I haven't actually looked at the numbers, but I have heard some ravings about him. They picked him up shortly after the season started, and I'm trying to pull it up now. Kyle Harrison has pitched 51 innings here on the season, and his ERA is 1.57. Like, he's just been great for him. Fantastic. It's just what they do. They just find ways. And, like, so I was hearing, I think it was Cowboy say yesterday, that one of the big changes is that when early in his career, when he was really pitching well out in San Francisco, he had a high arm slot. And then over the last couple of years, it's kind of dropped down a little bit. And then he goes to Milwaukee, and they immediately were like, hey, no, put that arm slot back up. And all of a sudden, he's got his power back. He's a fastball pitcher that's going to be able to just mow guys down and get by you. And when his arm slot was down low, he said he was more of a slider, like off-speed pitch type guy. And it's just so annoying to see the Brewers just always find a way to just take guys and give them new life. But that's the Brewers for you.
Mm-hmm. Tell you, the Cubs, 10 in a row.
They're the first team I think I read since the 2019, or maybe it was 2021, 2022, somewhere in that time frame.
To have both a 10 and a game winning and losing streak?
Yes, in the same season. The Dodgers did it back then. The crazy thing is they've already had 10-game winning streaks.
I was just looking at that, yeah. From April 14th to April 25th, and then they lost 3 in a row, and then won 10 in a row from April 28th to May 6th. Or no, sorry, May 8th.
Yeah. I mean, the Cubs are, what is it then, 29 and 26? You take out the 2 winning streaks, and they're 9 and 26. That's doing it in spurts, completely in spurts.
The Guardians have separated themselves from the rest of the American League Central. I remember that was a very tight race. Still only 4 games, but I mean, they're the only team above 500.
The Cubs are 2-13 since the end of the Red Series. Yeah, no, Detroit, they might, this is crazy to say it, they might end up being sellers here. All the way at the bottom, 10.5 games back. And like, what do they do with the whole Skubal thing? Because most people don't think he's gonna stay, and you kind of gotta sell him, don't you? But what? Does anyone offer enough for the best pitcher in baseball when he's healthy?
That's the thing. You don't know how he's going to come back from this injury.
It's kind of like a minor surgery, not like a huge deal.
Let's see,
and he's like way ahead of Hunter Green when it comes to like rehab. He had the surgery a month after, and he's already thrown 2 or 3 bullpens.
Hunter just did his first last night. Let's see, major significant injuries for the Tigers this year include Skubal, Verlander, Torres, Baez has been on there with his ankle, Meadows, and Kerry Carpenter. Well, Carpenter might be back. They've just been hurt.
When the Baez thing, I just was reading the last day or so that his ankle is not progressing, and he might need to go and see a specialist.
Ooh.
Yeah, so take even longer. Got to try and figure out what's going on with that. Yeah, that is.
Gleyber Torres could possibly come back at the end of May with his oblique strain. Carpenter still be determined. He did take live batting practice last night. Yeah, Baez is to be determined still. Let's see if we can get down here. Meadows. Mid to late season. Oh, that's right. He fractured his radius bone.
Is that like your shoulder? Is that in your forearm?
I am not a doctor, so let me look.
Yeah, no. It's one of the forearm ones. I'm sorry. Radius rotator kind of got me.
It's your ankle, your wrist.
Gotcha.
Oh, it starts at your wrist and runs up to your elbow.
Mm-hmm.
On the thumb side.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Oh, God. Hopefully he's not left-handed, because that would suck. Let's see. Look at the rest of the MLB standings. The Athletics, I mean, the whole AL West is just horrible this year. But they're atop their division. And they were what? No, let me see. I think they were like 20 games under last year from the division.
Was it really that bad? I thought that they were a little better last year. I'm pulling it up. They were only 14 games back from Seattle. They were 76 and 86.
Oh.
But also, I mean, you talk about Seattle, they're another team that's dealing big time with, I guess you could say, a combination of injuries. And, I mean, Cal Raleigh has, he's out right now with, what is it? I think it's oblique. Yeah, he's out with an oblique. But, there's been a lot more issues than just that.
He's only got 7 home runs this year.
Yeah, the production hasn't been there at all, and I think that might partially be because he for a while was trying to fight through the oblique, and so you're playing through it, and that's the injury that Gino was just dealing with, and they were talking about, once again, I think it was Cowboy, saying that your oblique is one of the ones on kind of side/back, and when you're swinging, if you're putting a ton of torque on your body, that's gonna really, really bug you, and it's an injury that takes a little bit longer to come back from. So, yeah, if you're missing, if you have any kind of back or side issue, you're gonna miss a lot of your power.
Mm-hmm. Especially that's where all his comes from. Atlanta still dominating their division.
Yeah, they've been ridiculously good this year. They already their run differential is already over 100. I guess the Dodgers is too, but I'm not upset about it, especially because we're playing them right now. But what the heck is going on with the Mets, man? The
Mets, do they have injuries, or are they just that bad?
Well, they do have injuries, because if I remember correctly, their starting pitching is all jacked up. And it doesn't help that, also Luis Roberts, you totally forgot he played there because he's played so little for him. He's on the 60-day IL with a spine. He was moved from the 10-day to the 60-day, so that's not good. Jorge Polanco is coming back from an Achilles injury. Ugh, that could not be good. Francisco Alvarez also on the IL, but he could be coming back. Francisco Lindor, from my understanding, has been on and off the IL kind of all year. Clay Holmes.
I was about to say, I got to their pitchers. Yeah, between Senga, Holmes, and Megal, however you say it. Oh, Megal's out for the rest of the year. Never mind. So, yeah, he ain't coming back.
Tyler McGill, or
McGill,
Taylor McGill. And then also I've heard, I don't know how true this is, but I've also heard that Francisco and Soto aren't necessarily, they don't like each other. And so when the two best players aren't getting along, that kind of makes things go, that things aren't going to be nearly as smooth.
Well, I don't think the Rockies are going to set the record again for most losses like they did last year. They already have half of the wins they had from last year already.
Yeah, they're just going to be a regular bad team this year, not a all-time god-awful bad team. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, talking about the Reds. I don't know. Have we? I don't know how much we've gotten a chance to really talk about J.J. Bleday, because, we haven't been here in 2 weeks. Guy's just been awesome. Love everything about him. It was such a great add in the offseason, and then we brought him up, and he's played 25 out of 26 games, slugging the ball everywhere. Yeah, super, super excited about how that's about how he's been playing. Ellie is on a little bit of a cold streak, I guess you could say, considering at one point, about a week and a half ago maybe, he was hitting 300. It was only for a day or two, but he was really knocking it all around the yard. And every once in a while, things are going to cool off. I still need Matt McClain to figure it out, though. That's kind of the one piece right now that I'm like, goodness gracious, dude, if he could just don't even have to be really hot. Just hit 250 for a month. Just get yourself feeling good about yourself. The defense has been great. It's just, he just can't get out of his own way at the bat. Who else?
Second most on the team with strikeouts with 51. He's got 5 home runs, 20 RBIs. So, he's, let's see, who has the most? Is it Ellie still with the most? Yeah, 12. Oh, him and Stewart are tied with 12.
Oh, yeah, and then Blake Dunn. Oh, dude,
he has been phenomenal since he came up.
Breath of fresh air.
And he hasn't gotten hit in the head.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's happened 7, 8, 9 times, something like that in his career. Well, maybe the last time he got hit in the head, just something clicked. Because he has been awesome. And his speed just makes it so hits that most people don't get, he gets. He can just beat it out with the speed. Very happy about that. He's been awesome.
Let's look over at the bullpen, see if there's, or the pitching stance. Burns, what is he's 72 Ks. That's got to be top. Well, yeah, never mind. I was about to say, Mizorowski's probably topping that. Let me go look.
Oh, and then he's been brought up, but he hasn't had a chance to pitch yet. Maybe he does that tonight. Very happy about Jacob Ferguson finally being ready. He was one of the best guys in the league last year against lefties. And having him be able to come back and hopefully be that guy for us, that would be great. Chase Petty got another start last weekend or whatever. I thought he pitched fine. He did end up giving up, I think, a 3-run homer. It was so weird because things were sailing so smoothly for him. He threw like 50 pitches in the first 5 innings, maybe 4 innings, and then he kind of hit a wall a little bit there for a minute in the 5th. But it's just great to see him bounce back after, the couple times we did get to see him last year. Wasn't good, and it's been the exact opposite of that this year. He's been fine. The ERA is still around 6, but I just feel like he actually gave us some really good work.
Excuse me. So do we got to pick the next? Let's see.
Yep, the next week.
Till Tuesday, because the game will happen after us, the show next week. All right, so we finish up the series with New York tonight. Well, maybe if it's... Oh, we're in New York. Never mind. I was about to say if it's raining like it is outside now. Abbott against... Oh, who is it? Brazaban?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Huskar Brazaban. This looks like it might be a bullpen game for them.
Or maybe he's just an opener. So, yeah, it could be a bullpen game then, still. Yeah.
I'll get the Reds that one.
And then Friday, Paddock at home versus...
Grant Holmes.
Yep.
I think Paddock needs to get some run support out. I feel like if he's going to get a win with the Reds. So, but, I mean, it's going to be tough getting anything against Atlanta.
And then the next night, Saturday, where we get the Spencer Steer bobble card, Singer and Perez. And round things out Sunday, Lodolo and Spencer Strider. It's nice to finally get to see that guy again. Feels like, I mean, maybe he did he end up playing last year? I think he did, but he didn't look like himself. He's coming back from injury. So, and then I guess 2 against Kansas City. Burns versus we don't know yet, and then Abbott versus Cameron. Noah Cameron, 2-3 so far this season with a 4.7 ERA. Not bad.
Oh, let's see. I'll go 4-2. Is that right? Yep, 4-2.
I'm gonna go 5-1. We're gonna drop the game on Friday to Atlanta. We're gonna win all the rest of them though.
Oh. All right.
Feeling good. Feeling good about how things are going right now.
All right. Does that do it for MLB? You got anything else?
I think that does it, yeah.
All right, good. No trivia this week.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
no, I forgot. We're supposed to do that. Hang on. It'll just take a minute.
Okay. Well, then, while you do that, I will pull up the NBA. So since we were gone, I think we were still in the semifinals with...
Okay.
Oh,
sorry.
You got it that quick.
I said it's quick. Freaking. There's a guy who posts it every day, so I just gotta go find him real quick.
Mhm.
This was from yesterday, right? No. Oh. Well, he hasn't been posting it. He's missed the last few days. He's missed the last week. Huh. All right, well, you still might know this. 4 pitchers who have won 100 games or more while playing for the Reds did not win a game for another MLB team in their career. Who are they?
Ooh. So they only played for the Reds. All right.
No, they didn't win another game for another team. It doesn't say they only played for the Reds.
Oh, shit. Ooh.
And I know 3 of them, so.
You know 3 of them?
Yeah.
Well, then I should probably know 3 of them.
You probably know all 4 of them.
Let's see. Trying to get. Did we see any of these people pitch?
I'd have to look that up.
So maybe not. So I gotta go older.
I kind of think the answer is no. The answer is no.
So we never saw them pitch.
Yeah. I had to look up 2 of them because I didn't know when they played.
Damn. All right, let's see. So nobody saw pitch. So I got to go at least back to the 90s. Well, Soto, I don't think pitched for anybody else.
There's one.
Okay, it's Mario Soto. He was great too. I met him at the game we went to
Oh, yeah.
the other
you
day,
did.
or well, the other month. Trying to think. I don't think Tom Browning played anywhere else.
Correct.
Tom Browning.
And he pitched 2 games for Kansas City.
Who?
Tom Browning.
Oh, I didn't know that. I wonder, Danny Graves?
Nope.
I don't know if he won. I don't think he won 100 games with the Reds. He was a closer, so I doubt it. I don't know.
Gary Nolan and Jim Mahoney.
I've heard of him, but I don't think I would have ever got there.
Gotcha. I've never heard of Gary Nolan. So.
All right, so I think the last time we were here and talked, I think we were in I think the Thunder had swept the Lakers completely, and I think the Knicks had swept the 76ers in the conference semifinals between the two. Mm-hmm. Cleveland and Detroit ended up going 7, with Cleveland winning that one, and then the Spurs won 4-2 over the Timberwolves.
Yeah, just real quick for the Pistons-Cavs series, I was very shocked that in Game 6 or 7 that James Harden actually came through. He didn't choke his way out of the playoffs like he often does. But then I think it might have happened the very next series.
Well, the big thing for Cleveland was winning Game 6 or Game 7 on the road. They hadn't won a home play or a road playoff game all season playoffs, and they stole that one on the road. That really gave them the advantage.
Wow. And then, let's just stay on the East. And they were up 22 points. How late in the game was it? They were up 22 points with 8 minutes left. Excuse me, that's 21 points. With 8 minutes left.
Oh, were you talking about the Cavs? Knicks?
Yeah.
That was Game 1, I think.
Yeah, did I say that?
Oh, I don't think you said an actual game, but yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. And with, just under 8 minutes left, they were up 93-71.
That's
22 points.
Well, no, then they forced overtime, so that's 9. Cavs only scored 9 points the last. You said 8:23, and then the 5 minutes of overtime. Oh my God.
Yeah, 11. It was 104.
Oh.
But yeah.
But still.
Yeah.
Holy
They got
shit.
outscored. What is that? 44 to 11.
right then, I think I knew that the Knicks were going to win that series. I didn't think it was going to be a sweep, but I figured they were going to win it in 5 or 6.
I knew before the series started that the Knicks were going to win it. Look, I was wrong about James Harden in the second round. I'm not wrong. I knew there was no way I'd be wrong about him at the by the end of the day.
Has he, besides the one with OKC, has he ever been in the finals?
No.
No?
No, because he's always the star player. And in the big-time games, I mean, Game 1, 6 turnovers, 15 points, 5 of 16 shooting, 1 of 8 from 3. Only 3 assists.
Okay.
It's just what happens to him when the moment gets the biggest. And I don't know, a lot of it is his fault, but I don't know how much of it really is. Because, you have to blame him for the fact that that's the way he plays, but you also have to blame the general managers, the coaches, and all of that let him play that way. The reason, at the end of the day, the reason why James Harden always has really bad ends to his playoffs is because during the regular season, he pounds the ball for 38 minutes for 80 games. And he's just tired by the end of the season. So when the playoffs come around, his legs are just shot. And so he makes more mistakes and things just don't go his way. Let's look at game 2. And we probably see a very similar result when you look at the box score. When it comes to 18 points on 6 of 15 shooting. He actually didn't turn the ball over at all. Good for you, James.
That's shocking.
Yeah, very shocking. But they lost 109-93. And so, yeah, that's not his fault. He needed a lot more help in general for that game. But also, I just feel like when they started off, or when they lost that 22-point lead in Game 1, it was just over. It was literally completely over. They had no heart. The Knicks just took it from them. And there was a handful of videos going around. Maybe I can go to YouTube and find one of Reggie Miller talking about the Cavs have just given up. And you could see they weren't running back on defense.
In all 3 of their closeout series games, they have beaten their opponent by 30 or more points this year, or this playoffs. 30 to the 76ers, 37 to the Cavs in the finals, or conference finals, and then 51 against the Hawks in the first round. They haven't lost a playoff game since Game 3 of the first round.
Here we go. Let's. It's the real version, but you just watch this possession. This is crazy.
Brunson gets free, fakes, goes inside, lays it up and in.
Yeah.
He turns the corner and there's just no one there.
Brunson gets free, fakes, goes inside, lays it
I mean, Jared
I remember
Allen
watching
literally
that.
just watched.
I thought that I was waiting for a whistle to be called
Brunson gets free,
with how wide
fakes,
open he
goes
got to the
inside,
back.
lays it up and in.
It's horrible.
And look, even Cat was shocked. He put his hands up. He was like, "What?"
Fakes, goes inside, lays it up and in.
Yeah, that's insane.
So sucks for Cleveland. The crazy thing is, though, they're gonna keep him.
I know they said that this morning. They want to try to work on a deal to keep him long term. Well, how much long term more is James Harden going to be? Because he came into the league in what? Let me look.
He's been around for a while now.
I don't want every team he's played for.
He's 36.
2009.
Yeah, he's 36. He'll be 37 by the time next season starts.
I mean, how long? I mean, if he was putting up LeBron type numbers, maybe I could see signing him to a 3 or 4 year deal, but he's not.
I mean, 23.5 points a game, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 43% shooting. But he just doesn't play winning basketball. And so, like, yeah, he'll get you to the final, or he'll get you to the playoffs, but
That's
then
all
what
it's gonna get you.
happens? Yeah. And yeah, I've never understood why, if you actually think that you're trying to win a title, how James Harden is, how you think you're going to build a team around him. The math just doesn't math to me.
Outside of their 2 losses in the playoffs so far this year, the Knicks, they've only had 1 game that was in single digits, and that was a 9-point win against the 76ers in Game 2. So they're just not beating them. They are destroying teams. I guess it was Tom Thibodeau was the key, because he just drove his players into the ground, and now you got
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown, which, I mean, he was fine when he was the coach of Cleveland years ago.
So, all right, Spurs and Thunder.
I said it 2 weeks ago that this is probably the championship. This is the championship for the NBA. Whoever wins is going to win this one. And so far, it hasn't really disappointed. It's been back and forth. Game 1 was fucking insane. A double overtime. Wemby hitting a 29-footer to really put it at overtime.
And just in general, man, he is so ridiculous. 41 points, 24 rebounds, 3 blocks, hit 14 of 25 shots. After he got to watch Shea get the MVP.
Oh, when they showed a clip of him sitting there just watching it all, I was like, oh shit, he's gonna do everything in his power to win this game.
And then he had one of the greatest games ever. Mm-hmm. And it's a little reminiscent of I heard Nick Wright actually say this, so shout out to him. It's something that happened to Hakeem Olajuwon way back in the day. I don't remember who it was that got the MVP, but it got the MVP, and then like Hakeem went and just had a legendary, crazy game 1. It was the numbers were very similar. It was like 40-some points. I think it was like 18 rebounds or something.
Damn. Let's see, pull up the final few possessions of the regulation that we were talking about.
The action Yama turns, spins, shoots, and hits. The action comes trying to get Gilgeous-Alexander free. He's got it with 4 left. SGA to the basket, lays it up and in. They pull Wemby away. Harper to trigger. Wembanyama hasn't lost it. Wemby puts a block for Holmgren. We go to overtime. Holmgren heading down. Cashman's got a pass. Attacks SGA and throws it down. 1 point, 1 minute. Gilgeous-Alexander gets inside, throws it down. Spurs got numbers. Holmgren down behind the plate.
Here we go. Here's Wemby's.
Gonna pull a deep three. Oh my goodness! Career high in minutes played. Regular or
I'm gonna say I'm a fan of Mike Tirico announcing basketball.
Yeah, no, he's good.
Caruso. Wemby beat him inside, threw it down with the foul. Castle. Lobbing. Wembanyama.
And in game 1, Caruso had get out of here. He had 31 points. So I mean, he was having a good night. He was 11 of 19 shooting from the court floor. Where's my box score? But yeah, I mean, Wemby had.
They stop working and the market stop working for everyone
You
else.
stop working. Yeah, he said Wemby had 41, 24 from Harper, 17 from Castle. Vassell had 13. He had 13 from Johnson off the bench. 27 of 29 free throw shooting. That really helped out. But OKC was 16 of 19, so it's not like either team was really missing. Their free throws. Game 2 was, let's take it back. Game 2, the Thunder bounced back, won 122 to 113. And Wemby had a tale of two different games. He only had 21 points, 8 of 16 shooting, 3 of 7 for 3, 17 rebounds though, 1 steal and 4 blocks. But I think in that game, SGA had 30. Caruso was 17 off the bench. Game 3, the Thunder won again, 123 to 108. The Thunder have done it right. If they can get Wemby out of the paint, then they can really get their inside twos to work, and that's what they've been doing well, is having Holmgren and Hartenstein pull them out off of blocks and pick and rolls.
I'll tell you what, though, Hartenstein has been so big for them, just being a guy who can bug Wemby, being physical and just bump him off his spot a little bit. Real quick.
Hartenstein's not going to give you...
Real quick, that Akeem Olajuwon game I was talking about, they were playing Portland. It was Clyde Drexler who got the MVP.
That's going back a long time.
MVP. And then that night, he had 46, if I'm looking at the right one. 46 points.
What was that, 95?
Something like that. He just went completely insane, though.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Hartenstein being able just to bug Wemby is going to be huge for them, because, I mean, Hartenstein's not going to give you more than, I'd say, 10 points probably coming off the bench or anything. He's a person that could take fouls, and I think he's a decent free throw. Let me look before I say anything. He has bounced around a lot. Well, 61% free throw shooter this year, so not the most.
Yeah, really, it's like if the Spurs can play good enough defense on Shea without fouling, and if a big part of it is, can Wemby get Chet in foul trouble, and then make it so he has to sit more, because, like, yeah, sure, that makes it so Hartenstein is out there more, but Hartenstein is not nearly as skilled and
not a better defender.
And then he also doesn't pull Wemby out away from the basket.
Right, Holmgren can shoot a 3.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Hartenstein's not shooting a 3 unless there's 0.5 of a second left on the shot clock.
Mm-hmm.
But they did, was that last night? No, 2 games ago, they did a good job. SGA under 20 points, 6 of 15 shooting. That was a 103-82 win for the Spurs. And then last night.
Yeah, it was a 13-point loss for the Spurs. And Castle got real frustrated. He was complaining to the refs last night, and I completely understand it complaining about the refs last night after the game. It's just like, sure, I'm a Spurs fan, so of course I agree with him. But I just think that Oklahoma City is allowed to play more physical. they're allowed to
I said that all finals last year.
bump people and touch
Being a
them.
Pacers
And
fan.
when so if anyone gets anywhere near Shea, then it's a whistle automatically. So.
Which I'm kind of surprised when we were watching those Game 1 highlights of that layup he had at the end to tie it right before end of regulation, that they didn't call that a foul because he was on the ground. So I'm surprised they didn't call a foul on it.
I think Colin said that, Cowherd that is, said that like 27% of Shea's shot attempts, he ends up on the ground.
Oh my God.
He just falls over all the time. And the crazy thing is, he didn't even really play well last night. He just got to the free throw line 17 times, turned it over 6 times.
That's insane. So what, Game 6 is it tomorrow?
And it's crazy that it was a 13-point game considering how poorly the Spurs shot. I mean, sure, it was 40%, but like Julian Champagnie and Stephen Castle, and then I guess Keldon Johnson also off the bench, the only 3 guys that shot over 50%.
Ooh.
I mean, Wemby was 4 of 15, Darren Fox was 4 of 15, Devin Vassell was 2 of 11.
Not the best. They're gonna have to pull it out for.
And that's something else that the Spurs they are just kind of dealing with a little bit more injury issues to players that are kind of more important because to them. Dylan Harper hasn't been the same guy a good chunk of the series because he's been hampered with injury, and then Darren Fox, he's played maybe 2 of the games.
Yeah, he's been in and out.
Oh, so I guess he's been in 3 of them. But he's not De'Aaron Fox because he's just coming back from injury, and then he kind of tweaked that ankle again the other night in Game 4. I think it was Game 4. So, how is this going to shake out west?
I think the Spurs are going to win this one. It'll go 7, and I'm just hoping that it can go the Spurs' way. I'd love nothing more than Wemby's 2nd year in. Love to see him get a championship this early.
Yeah, I think that the Spurs will win Game 6 and then probably lose Game 7. I hope that we win, but it just seems as though the refs, they're just going to affect things enough to tilt it.
It's the same thing last year when in the finals for us. Even after Halliburton got hurt and didn't play, we still got it down to like 4 or 5 points in the 4th quarter, and then SGA just kept getting the ball, driving to the rim, and got fouled every time. Didn't make it basket every time, but got fouled every time.
Yeah. So we'll have to see how it all pans out. It just seems like OKC is going to go and win it again.
I do want to look at something real quick to see how does the Knicks fare versus these teams this year. The Knicks lost both games by 5 and 11, and against the Spurs they lost by 2 and won by 114 to 89. So a little bit different. But I think whoever wins out west is going to be the one who is going to win the championship. As much as how dominant the Knicks have been in the playoffs, I mean, they played the Spurs, or not the Spurs, shit. They played the Hawks, who didn't really have a lot going for them. Then they played the 76ers, which could have easily been the Celtics, and if that could have went back and forth. And then they got lucky that Cleveland stole a game on the road in Detroit. I just think that either team from out west is going to be too much for the Spurs or for the Knicks.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with that. It just seems like, we've kind of gone back and forth a few times in the last decade or so. There's a while that the East was really weak and the West was just a juggernaut. And then we went back, we kind of flipped where there was a few years where it's like the East was definitely the better conference. Mm-hmm. And now we're kind of back to the West is kind of taking things back over, at least for this year, last year, maybe next year.
So I don't know if we've talked about it on the show or not, but I don't know if I know we talked about it outside. But, I mean, is LeBron going to stay with L.A.?
I don't think he should.
No, if he's going to stay for 1 or 2 more years, keep playing. And I think at this point it's ultimately just trying to get another championship. Mm-hmm. I think he has to get out of the West because I don't think he's going to go. I don't think he can get back there with the West.
I think he could, but here's the thing. He's not going to take the discount. I mean, maybe he takes a discount, but LeBron is not going to make less than $20 million. Guarantee that. And so he's got to find a team that's willing to pay him that actually does need him. Because, how does he fit in Boston? He doesn't. How does he fit with the Pistons? He would fit with the Pistons because, they need a second and really a third, legitimate big-time scorer. But, they're on such a different timeline. Everyone's young, and LeBron often wants to have control. And, I think we might be to the point where he wouldn't have the control anymore, but it's still, I don't know. Because he could go to the Timberwolves. I think that would be a lot of fun. You have him and Ant-Man, and then they would be a good defensive team.
Yeah.
Randall in there too.
See, the Bulls have the most cap space at 75.
That's not happening.
No. I was just looking up the teams that had the most cap space. Pistons are 4th on the list at 32. The Nets are 3rd with 44, but I mean, why go there when he'd have to do more work with Brooklyn than he does with LA? Not the Jazz. Memphis doesn't have anything.
Yeah, I don't think he's
Washington?
retiring. I just don't know where he goes. But they're not good. He's not gonna go somewhere to just collect a check. That'd be what doing.
He'd be back with AD. They got Trae Young. They got the number 1 pick.
Yeah, that's not enticing to me at all.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he's gonna go.
I know quite a few people who want to come back to Cleveland, but they're not going to do that.
Well, hey, I've been saying forever that I could see him going back to Cleveland. That would be a lot of fun, actually. That'd be a lot of fun. But I've been saying about the Knicks for a long time now that as much as I love Jalen Brunson, they can't win a title because he's their best player. And there's only been 2 guys that are his size or smaller who have ever been the best player on a title team. It's Steph, and it's Isaiah Thomas. And I love Jalen Brunson. He's fun to watch and everything. He's a great player. but he's not those guys. I literally don't think they have any shot to win this title. I think it is 0.
Oh shit.
Like actually 0. But you know, if LeBron comes, like, yeah, sure, Jalen Brunson would still be the best player. But I think you're in way better shape if your supporting cast is LeBron and Cat versus Cat.
And Hart.
Yeah. And then maybe they could even, with how, you know, you can kind of spend whatever you want in the NBA, maybe they can keep the whole band together and just add him. I kind of think they need a little bit of help. I think the Knicks, with one more piece, could get it over the top. And could that piece be LeBron? Could you imagine the Knicks win the title next year and he retires? That's a heck of a way to go out. I'm kind of thinking that's what's going to happen. I'm kind of talking myself into that.
Was Mike Brown their coach when they won the championship?
Who?
Cavs?
No, he was there early in LeBron's career.
Oh, I thought he was
a
little bit later.
No, he might have been LeBron's first coach.
(2005 to 2010), and then 2013 and 2014.
Okay, so not his first. His first coach was Paul Salas.
I don't know who that is. But no, they won in 16. So who the hell was their 16? Was that Tyronn Lue?
Yeah, that was Ty Lue.
Well, all right. All right. Does that do it for the NBA?
I think so.
All right. Well, I guess we can, like you mentioned, we can talk about some of NFL schedules now that we know when exactly everybody's playing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find my...
So I'm pretty sure I saw that somehow the Lions have the easiest schedule in the NFL.
Oh.
Let's see. Week 1, they play New Orleans. Week 2, it's Buffalo. And then they go to the Jets. The Jets go to Detroit. And then they're on the road for Carolina and Arizona. I mean, they could easily be 4-1 there. Or 5-0 if they beat Buffalo. Then Green Bay, Minnesota, Miami, New England. Oh, shoot, they might win 12 or 13 games this year. New England, Tampa, Chicago, Atlanta, Tennessee,
Vikings, Giants, Bears, Packers. So let's see, that's 1, 2.
I think I only see 6 games that they could even lose,
4,
barring insane injuries or
5,
whatever.
6. It's only 7 games, and granted division, they got 2 against teams that made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, and those are the only 7 games that I'm like, yeah, maybe they could lose those games, but it almost feels like they're almost guaranteed 9 wins.
Ooh, let's see. Well, you said they had the easiest. Let's see who has the hardest.
I would go...
They say the Bears have the hardest schedule. I mean, is that just because they've got the Lions and the Packers 4 games? Maybe. Let's see.
No. It's a real tough
Oh, shit. They
schedule.
go Cleveland and Cincinnati week 1 and 2. Am I looking at the right year? Oh, that's preseason. Shit, get off of preseason. Carolina, Minnesota, Philadelphia, Jets, Packers, Falcons. Ooh, oh my God. Yeah, the Bears have a tough schedule before they even get to their bye week.
New England, Seattle, Tampa, New Orleans, Detroit. And I think New Orleans could be good this year. I don't think they'll be great, but I wouldn't be shocked if Tyler
Shuck.
It always kills me because there's
I
no
know.
K in that name.
I know, but
Frickin-
it's Tyler Shuck. It's stupid.
And then Detroit, Jacksonville, Miami, Buffalo, Green Bay, Detroit. Oh, they finished the season with 3 straight division games.
Ouch.
They have 2 guaranteed wins.
The Bears?
Yes.
Do they play the Dolphins and the Jets?
They play the Jets. Yes, they play the Dolphins and the Jets. They have 2 guaranteed wins. That's rough. Ouch. See how bad it is from Miami, I guess. Oh, they're not even going to get a chance to win week 1. I think the Raiders are going to kill them in week 1.
Yep.
And then San Fran, the Chiefs, Minnesota, and the Bengals all before the bye. Oh, you got a actual pick'em thingy up there?
I do.
Cool.
I think they could beat the Vikings. But, I mean, 1 and 4 before the bye. Then you go, oh, can I pick? I want the in-between. I want the tie. I guess they'll split that.
Then they'll definitely lose to the Patriots.
Yep, definitely lose to the Lions.
Yep.
We'll beat them. The Bills will beat them
Wait, where is it at?
up here. Oh, it's in Buffalo.
Yeah, okay, they'll win the home game
All
against
right.
Buffalo.
They'll probably lose that one. Lose that one. They'll beat the Chargers because the Chargers are Chargers that late in the season. And at this point, it'll probably be worth nothing that they'll win that one.
No, I still don't think they'll win.
Even if they're playing for nothing?
Yeah, I still think the Patriots will beat them.
That's horrible. So maybe 4-13, and that's if we're lucky.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of interested. Look at the Patriots.
Let's go look at the Patriots. Let me pull it up. All right, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit.
Week 1 at Seattle.
Loss. Do you agree?
Yeah. Seattle has lost a lot, but yeah, I'll agree.
They'll bounce back their home game against Pittsburgh. Sorry, Aaron Rodgers, you're not going to win. I think they'll beat Jacksonville. Okay, Andy doesn't think they'll beat Jacksonville.
I don't.
I feel like they'll split New England, or they'll split Buffalo. So we'll just split the homes.
Okay.
I think they'll beat the Raiders.
Yeah.
They'll beat the Jets. Mm-hmm. I think the Bears will give them fits, but I think it'll be a close game, but they'll win.
I think the Bears win, but
Okay.
I mean, hey, pick whatever you want.
We talked about that. The Packers look over everybody. We haven't even talked about how Josh Jacobs got arrested last night.
Yeah.
So who knows where he'll be when he might be coming back in this season. But the Packers, I think they can beat the Packers.
That's one where it just depends. Like, I don't trust the Packers, but, like, that's the thing. Like, they'll win the ones that you don't expect them to. I have no clue. I don't trust either of these teams.
We'll go Patriots since it's at home. Lions, this one's in London.
We'll go Lions.
I'm going to go Chargers because it's that cross-country stuff that I don't like.
Yep, that's a very Jared pick.
Yep. I will go Patriots over the Vikings.
And this is the Jared Hate Bowl.
I know. I'll go. Fuck. Where's the tie? I want the tie. But no, I think Patrick Mahomes will be back for this game, and by the time this game comes around, so I'm going to pick the Chiefs there. The Jets suck. I think Denver will get revenge, and then they'll beat Miami. So Super Bowl team will probably not be going back to the playoffs.
Remember, you did pick Miami. When we just did Miami, you picked them to beat Miami.
Well, no, I flipped it because you said that.
Yeah, but I'm saying you did
I'm
pick
gonna
them
flip
to.
my pick, yeah. So Super Bowl team's not even going to go back to the playoffs next year with a 9-8 record.
It's a maybe.
Yeah. What team you want to do next?
Let's do the Bengals, I guess.
Let's look at the Bengals. All right. I am going to go... I'm going to go with a win here. Week 1 versus Tampa.
I also believe so.
Go with Houston there.
I agree. It pisses me off, but yeah, I think they're going to beat us.
I hate the Steelers, so I'm never going to pick the Steelers. I'm going to go Bengals over the Jaguars, Bengals over the Dolphins. Hey, 4-1 going into the bye week's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd be pretty happy. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't be shocked if that happened, though. If I would pick one of those other early games for us to drop, it would be the Jaguars game. Yeah.
Oh. I think you'll lose at Baltimore, but win at home. If you don't beat the Titans, you got to give up on your season.
I think we're going to sweep them. Just so
you think they're going to sweep? Okay.
I think we will.
You'll beat the Falcons. You'll sweep the Steelers.
Oh, that would be so sweet.
I'm going to go win over the Commanders, but lose to the Saints.
Go Kellen Moore. I wouldn't be mad. 9-3? Ugh. I'd be a happy Bengals fan.
In Cleveland, Joe Burrow sucks.
But you still picked us. Okay, then.
Oh, shit. Sorry. You're going to beat the Chiefs. You're going to beat the the Panthers. You'll probably beat us. 13-4.
I might add one more win, but I don't hate that. 13-4.
Is that the Ravens one I gave you a loss?
Well, shit, I forgot. It might be 2 then.
We should go to the Bengals-Colts game. It's in Indy.
Maybe we'll have to see what's going on. If I had to switch something, it might be the 2 division games. I'm not even going to lie.
So you do that?
We go 6-0 in division.
I could see it, but I mean...
It doesn't happen often. That kind almost feels right. Because all the different turmoil going on in the division, all the other teams getting new coaches, and I don't know. And I don't even trust Zach Taylor, but...
He's the most tenured coach in the division now.
I don't mean much.
No. All right, where do you want to go next? Let's go look at Aaron Rodgers' final campaign for the Hills Pittsburgh.
Sure. Yeah, they lost that game last year. So, I'm with you.
You just stop me when you think.
Okay. They're gonna take that one. I like
Saints?
I like Tyler Shuck. They're gonna take that one though. They're not gonna be terrible. I would be so shocked if they're terrible. Will Bo be back for that?
That I don't know. If he's not, then
Because they're gonna lose. They'll win it if Bo's not there. But see that second pick right there. That's a big. That feels like a Tomlin win, and they don't have Tomlin. Hey, pick whatever you want. I'm just saying that's kind of. I don't know about that.
Oh, I missed the game. Loss. 8 and 9. It's gonna be their first season under Mike or without Mike Tomlin. They don't go 500, and they're gonna fire Mike McCarthy after 1 year.
They're not gonna beat the Panthers.
Oh,
It's either that one. Yeah, no, that feels.
7 and 10.
It feels about right. And like I said, I could also see either the Broncos or the Houston game flipping too. I can see that being a loss.
If Bo's back, then it is a loss. I feel. So you go 6.
And so then
and
that would be 6 and
11 or 5 and 12.
Right. 5 and 12 would be hilarious. That'd be so funny. See Pittsburgh fans be so mad.
Let me see. When is Patrick Mahomes supposed to be back? Let's see. How the heck? Do they think he can be ready for week 1?
Maybe.
All right, well, then let's go look at the Chiefs' schedule and see if he might get hurt again. All right, Kansas City. Bo's not going to be back, so I'm going to pick the Chiefs in that one. We always have played Patrick Mahomes hard. I don't think he's not beaten us yet. I think he's 0-4 against the Colts.
Wow.
Yeah. But Miami, like we said, Vegas will be better, but I don't know if they just haven't yet to compete with them. Mm-hmm. I think the Chargers will get that one because they're not screwing it up yet in the season.
It's also a tough schedule.
Yeah. I'm going to go Chiefs there, or the Seahawks there, but I don't even think Bo will be back by week 8. So Denver, we might look at their schedule next.
Oh, it's a rough stretch.
Denver does?
Oh, it's hard.
I think Atlanta's going to be horrible. Or Arizona's going to be horrible again this year. Mm-hmm. Buffalo has their number in the regular season. Playoffs, they don't. The losses there.
They might get us because all those losses. Like, they're not going to be bad, in my opinion. They might miss the playoffs. I don't think they're going to be terrible, though. All right. That works, then.
No. Chargers will fuck that one up. 11-6. And I could even flip that one, and it's still 10-7, and still probably can get a wild card spot.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. That's 4 losses in a row, though.
That's what I'm saying, man. So I almost think that they will. I almost really, I do think they are going to drop one of the Broncos games, but I have no clue which one it is. It just feels like Sean Payton's gonna get one of them.
All right, let's go look at Denver. Do we have any timetable on Bo Nix return? I was about to say, let's look at that before we.
He is on pace to be ready for training camp
Oh, shit.
in late July.
Well, then,
So yeah, they're gonna win one of those.
yeah. So we'll go here. That should have been the Super Bowl matchup last year. Or do I want to flip it?
They win both of them.
I didn't know he was going to be ready for training camp. I thought he was going to be out for a
Yeah,
while.
I thought he was gonna miss part of the season.
I kind of want to flip him. We'll just give that one. It's going to be a shock win. They have a tough stretch, but then they got an easy stretch. Ooh.
I mean, I don't hate that. Though I think they'll lose one of the Charger games. So that would make it 11-6.
It won't be that one. Because that's when the Chargers falter, is the last month of the season. I did see the Chargers re-signed, who was that? Derwin James yesterday?
Mm-hmm. Made him
That's huge.
the biggest, or the highest paid safety in league history again.
Oh, let's see. Any other teams you want to look at? Who's projected to be the worst team?
It's probably Arizona.
Arizona?
Dude, are the Jets the only game they're going to win? That might be the only game they win.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That feels pretty right.
It does. Too bad they don't play Miami. Well, then let's go look at how bad. I mean, are the Jets going to be that bad again? Oh, shit. They might. Who's their quarterback?
That's a good
I don't
question.
know, because they cut Fields, I thought. Is it Geno?
Yeah, you went back.
Oh, my
wow, I
God.
totally forgot that that's where you went. Or who knows? Maybe they draft Sorsby in the supplemental.
2-15 is what I have them going.
Seems legit. I will say they could get that Vikings game.
That's the only other one I was thinking of maybe switching. So making it 3 and. No. 3-14. Tough day to be a Jets fan.
Isn't all of the
It is,
days
yeah.
a tough day to be a Jets fan? So, all right. I think that's going to do it for this week's episode of Play-by-Play. I think we'll get to more of that maybe next week. And, well, all right. That's going to do it for this week's episode of Play-by-Play. Don't forget to like the show and share it on all the social media platforms. I guess we'll get back to maybe talking a little bit more about the NFL schedule next week. We'll definitely talk more Reds, and I guess the NBA playoffs won't quite be over yet. We'll talk more about that. So, see you guys next week.